So, if you're a semi-regular viewer of my videos, maybe you recall the video that I had a spoof ad in there for Young Livings. It was a video that one of my friends made who uses this stuff all the time, and she was demonstrating how a tiny little bit of lemon oil can clean off a old dried on marker stain from a coffee pot or coffee maker. So I'm back to readdress the Young Living stuff, this time in a little bit more detail. For me, I'm not all about this stuff. I know it's supposed to be all natural options, but I don't know. I'm just traditional, I guess. I want to stick with the regular stuff that you can just buy in the store. I feel like, first off, it's proven. It works. It's, I don't know if it's under the FDA or something, but I'm sure there's some kind of regulatory branch of government that approved the stuff. So you're good to go to use it. This Young Living stuff is, first off, it's not FDA approved. I'm not saying that it was rejected by the FDA, but what I'm saying is it hasn't been tested yet, so it hasn't been approved nor declined. As such, there's a lot that you actually can't say about essential oils because it's just stuff that's not true, and then you'd be making false medical claims and yada yada yada. Like, they have a list of words that you can't use in association with any Young Living products. Second, I just feel like just because it's all natural doesn't mean that it's going to be better than something that you get in the store. I mean, yeah, the stuff that you can buy out of the store is obviously filled with chemicals and extra bull crap that isn't good for you. I mean, most soaps dry your skin out, probably because all that extra crap they add in. However, at the same time, I feel like maybe all that extra crap does do something, though. I would imagine there's got to be a reason it's got to be in there. Where an all-natural thing, okay, yeah, it's all natural, but who's actually even testing this? Hippies? I mean, the FDA hasn't, the government hasn't, so... Yeah, so, and then I think about this too, like, not always is something that is, I don't want to say natural, but something that's new, there you go, something that's new and hasn't really been tested doesn't always end up being the greatest thing. Take LSD, for example. When LSD was being synthesized in the late 30s, the purpose of it was to help with respiratory and circulatory, it was supposed to serve as a respiratory and circulatory stimulant. And what ended up happening was the chemist somehow got ingested some. I don't know if he got some on his hand or whatever, and then, the pores kind of absorbed it, or if he somehow, it splashed and got in his mouth. I don't really know. He somehow got it inside his body, though, and that's when he experienced, the trip. And then he did another experiment when he intentionally took some just to see if that was what caused it, and then, yep, he found out that that's, his thing that he was working on wasn't doing what he was intending, and it actually made a weird, heightened sense of mind alteration with just a small dosage. And then at the end of the day, though, he actually thought it would be for medical use in terms of, like, I think psychosis treatments or something, and saw it as, nobody's going to want to use this recreationally. Well, look what ended up happening. It's like, so to speak, a high-end drug. What I mean by that is, when someone says they do LSD, you're like, oh, God, versus somebody who's like, I smoke weed. You're like, okay, you're just a loser, but it's not like you're destroying your life as bad as someone doing LSD. That's like saying, I do crystal meth. Like, oh, ow. Granted, I'm not saying I'm pro-drugs at all, but I'm just saying, like, the level of the drug, LSD is one of those high-caliber ones. So, or likewise, in a way, is Viagra. That was invented to be blood pressure, to help control blood pressure, and look what it ended up doing instead. That was just an accident. They weren't trying to help men out. So granted, I understand that those examples aren't, like, spot on for what I'm trying to say with this, but I'm just saying, like, this is something that, I guess actually this could go back to my high fructose corn syrup, and my video I made on that, how it's not really, we're the guinea pigs. We don't know what this is gonna do to us. And if you ask me, I'd say high fructose corn syrup's the reason that everybody's obese and stuff, because it's in everything. And it's just, one day every company was like, yeah, I'll ditch sugar for this crap. And that's what I feel like this essential oil stuff is. It's not for me. I don't believe in it. But I have a friend who is diehard about this crap. She uses it to make her own soaps, to make her own dish soap, laundry soap, body soap, hand soap. She uses it for, case in point, cleaning, like in that other video with the lemon oil. She's basically converting her whole entire life into this Young Living's crap and swearing by it, and oh yeah, this is awesome stuff. She's trying to, and well, actually, let me back up a tiny bit. She is trying to push it on everybody that she knows, me included, but I'm resistant against it. I'm like, she's even made me some crap, and I'm like, I don't want this. I'm not gonna use it. Don't give it to me. The only thing I use is maybe these toilet bowl cleaning things, and I'm like, yeah, whatever. It goes in the toilet. Who cares? If it doesn't do that great a job at the end of the day, what's it matter for? The toilet gets dirty the next time you use it anyway. But anyway, yeah, otherwise I'm like, stop pushing it on me. I don't want it. But anyhow, to get to the point of this video, obviously it's well known that I have skin problems. I discuss it regularly in my videos. You can even see it in some of my videos, such as the card videos. You see my hands look like crap. It's because of my atopic dermatitis, which I have as my channel's intro video, just so that way then anybody new possibly can see that and just know right off the bat what's wrong with me. So anyhow, apparently this friend has another friend who also has atopic dermatitis. I don't really know who's got it worse, if it's me or the other friend, but they were doing an experiment where they were using some of the essential oils. They're using frankincense, and I guess she was adding it to her regular lotion. She uses Utterly Smooth. I use, like I said in that video, the Bag Balm, because Bag Balm works for me. It doesn't burn, and it seems to do a fair job for me. Most lotions, my hands are so bad that practically every lotion burns. Like, nobody seems to understand. Like my mom, she's always, when I go to her house, here, let me give you some lotion. I'm like, I don't want your lotion. It's gonna burn. That's why I use the Bag Balm. It's messy. I hate using it because it's so messy, but it works for me. So anyways, my friend's friend uses Utterly Smooth, which I did used to use when my hands could handle it. So it's a decent lotion, but she mixed her Utterly Smooth with some frankincense, and they kind of did a before and after video. So I'm pretty sure it's a week in between. So I'm just gonna cut that in right now.
Hi, I just wanted to make a video about the oil frankincense. My friend and I had done some research, and it says it has some great properties for your skin. We're just mixing it in with your everyday hand lotion into the darker bottle glass, and they say it's to protect the oils from the light. And we're just going to see how great it does on her hands. And we're going to try it for a week and get back to you on how the results are. Hey guys, I just wanted to do a video about my friend's hands. It's just an update. As a reminder, we are just using the frankincense oil along with your everyday lotion. We did end up adding a few extra drops into the lotion because they have not completely cleared, but they are looking great compared to what they were, and we will keep you posted. Have a great day and stay safe.
Alright, so as you saw, that was their experiment. I'm gonna get into that in a minute. I'm just gonna first kind of burn through what frankincense even actually is. I mean, she's trying to push this stuff on me. Oh, use this frankincense oil. Oh, let me back up a little. I don't think I mentioned that. So she was trying to make me use the frankincense. I never did. It actually wasn't to be like disrespectful to the stuff because I don't believe in it. It was more just because my hands have been really bad, and I don't want to put anything weird on them. I want to just use my usual lotion and try to get them better. If they weren't in as bad condition as they were, I actually would have tried it just to see. I mean, because I've been dealing with this crap since 2008, and I'm sick of it. And if this crap, this frankincense stuff could help me, then why not? But I didn't try it only because, like I said, my hands were really bad, and I was just like, I don't know if this will burn me. I don't know if it'll possibly make things worse, and I don't want to go down that route. I want to go down a path that I know will work. So just using my bag bomb works, so that's why I never got around to trying it. But anyhow, what the heck? I don't know what frankincense even is. All I know is it smells terrible. So right here it says frankincense, also known as olibanum, is made from the resin of the boswellia tree. It typically grows in the dry mountainous regions of India, Africa, and the Middle East. Frankincense has a woody, spicy smell and can be inhaled, absorbed through the skin, steeped into a tea, or taken as a supplement. Yeah, woody, spicy. Try extremely powerful woody, spicy. It's strong, okay? It is not pleasant. It was funny, I had my cat smell it, and she was looking at it like, what in the F is this? Anyways, and then they say, used in some kind of medicine for hundreds of years, frankincense appears to offer certain health benefits. Keyword, appears. It's not proven. It's not a definitive thing. It's just, it appears to. It seems like it does. From improved arthritis and digestion to reduced asthma and better oral health. It may even help fight certain types of cancer. That would be cool if it does work, but again, it's may even, not does, may. And keep in mind as well, when they do studies for real, they always have a control, which is actually using the product, versus a placebo. And sometimes the placebo actually yields results just because it's psychological. So, like I say, take this stuff with a grain of salt. But anyways, here are 5 science-backed benefits of frankincense as well as mist. It's only science. It's not medical. It's not FDA. It's only science. It's just saying, hey, you know, I'm not going to really read these because these are long articles. I'm just going to do this, and then there's a summary. So it says, it may reduce arthritis. That's because frankincense has anti-inflammatory effects that may help reduce symptoms of osteoarthritis and rheumatoid arthritis. However, more high-quality studies are needed to confirm these effects. No crap, that's what I've been saying. Number 2, it may improve gut function. The summary is, it may reduce symptoms of Crohn's and ulcerative colitis by reducing inflammation in your gut. Again, more research is needed. Convenient. It can improve asthma. Frankincense may help reduce the likelihood of asthma attacks in susceptible people. It may also relieve asthma symptoms such as shortness of breath and wheezing. Oddly enough, this one doesn't say it needs more study. Then again though, it does say it could relieve symptoms of asthma. Well, it is a very powerful scent. Maybe if you just smell that, it kind of opens your airways, you know what I mean? My airways are open though. Maintains oral health. This one's kind of goofy. Let's see what it says in the summary. Frankincense extract or powder may help fight gum disease and maintain oral health. However, more studies are needed. Yep, that's no surprise. And it may fight certain cancers. Okay, what's this gotta say? Compounds in frankincense may help kill cancer cells and prevent tumors from spreading. This one I'm really gonna take with a grain of salt, only because cancer's been around forever and they still really have no progress at all on what causes cancer and even really how to treat it. I mean, think about how they treat cancer. They use radiation. Hello, radiation is terrible for the body. If it was okay, Chernobyl wouldn't have had to close. Pripyat wouldn't have to have been evacuated. Like, you'd been fine. When I said Chernobyl, I didn't mean Chernobyl factory. Obviously, when that blew up, the factory was down and I had to close. I meant the city. But yeah, if radiation was fine, that catastrophe wouldn't have been as much of a catastrophe. It would have just been a building exploded. Oh, jeez. So yeah, all I'm saying is, like, there's really no intelligent science behind cancer right now. And you're gonna say this crap, this frankincense can help kill cancer? Yeah, really? Anyways, I'm not gonna go through the myths because, all of this is a myth right now. It says it needs more studies, so, I'm not going to waste my time going into the myths, you know what I'm saying? So anyways, back to the results from her experiment. Yeah, it looks like there is, that it has gone better. I mean, you saw all the spots and the blotchiness. in the first video, and then the second one, it's all cleared up. However, I wasn't a part of that experiment. I don't know what the controls were, how the process was, yada yada yada. For one, I feel like I don't know how bad her condition is in comparison to me. Like, I know how bad mine is. Mine gets insane. It gets to the point where my hands are literally crippled because they're so bad that I can't really bend my fingers or anything without them immediately bleeding. So, like, I know my condition is pretty bad. Maybe her condition is much more mild. So, of course, these results are going to look good, but someone like me with a serious case, would it do anything for me? Now, I did have that chance to try the experiment. Like I said, my hands were just really bad, and I didn't want to use something weird. I just wanted to stick with what I'm familiar with and I know works. But still, I'm just saying. Second, I mean, we do have a worldwide situation going on right now. I don't know. Was she wearing gloves more often? Maybe she was wearing gloves more often, which means she didn't have to wash her hands as much. She just take the gloves off, throw them away. Hands are still clean because they're in gloves. I know for me, washing my hands does destroy my hands. If my hands are in good shape, but I wash them just a few times in a day, by the end of the day, they're feeling pretty beat. So there's that could be a situation. Another thing could be maybe she was using her cream way more often just because it had the frankincense in it. Again, placebo. Maybe it was a psychological, like, oh, I should use this more, it'll help. I should use more, it'll help. So in reality, maybe the frankincense did nothing. It was just the constant moisturizing that helped her hands get better faster. 4, I know for me, my hands go through cycles. So basically what happens is they get almost pretty good. Almost good. They never look perfect, but they'll get pretty close. I don't have too many scales on my hands. There's no cracks. They're closed. It's pretty good. And then it just starts over and it starts to break down, and then it gets to a phase where it's terrible, and then that terrible phase will last about 5 days. And yeah, like my good days, like I just said how they can get, that usually lasts a day or two, and then it's like just downhill from there for like the equivalency of like 2 weeks with 5 days straight just being terrible. Like right now my hands are in the terrible phase. They've been bleeding all day, they are red, they look horrible. So anyways, maybe her hands go through cycles as well. Maybe when this test was started, it was on the upswing. So of course it's gonna look like, you know, ooh, look what this frankincense did. When in reality, it was like, yeah, okay, she was on the upswing as it was. So yeah, I think that's all I have to critique. The only other thing I could say as well is, you know, my friend's trying to promote this frankincense. Oh, it's really gonna help you, and it's so great. But keep in mind, again, this is something that she says herself that you have to mix with your regular lotion. So it's like, okay, this stuff isn't even that good then on its own. You can't really promote it as something so wonderful when you need to mix it with something else. It's just a supplement, which again could serve as a placebo. You know, it doesn't mean it's working if you gotta mix it with something else. It just means that the main thing that you're mixing with is what's working. You might as well just add water into your lotion. Oh, it works so great. It's just adding extra moisture to my hands. You know, the cream's just getting that water locked right in my hands. Oh, it's so good. Like, you know, like it's not like you can use this frankincense and just put that on your hands and bam, done. Ooh, it's working fabulously. No, it's, you gotta dump you gotta put your regular lotion into a dark jar, because you need the dark jar so then the sun can't affect the essential oil, and then mix it in, just a couple drops. Like, what? I don't know. I'm not trying to take a dump all over this stuff. You know, I know it sounds like I am. I'm just pitching my side of things and what I think. Don't let it cloud what you think. If you think this stuff's awesome and you want to use it, I mean, there are videos out there that prove that it is decent, can work fairly. Obviously, my friend made these videos right here and the other video with the cleaning of the coffee maker. So I mean, I guess it has potential. It's just it doesn't have the scientific backing or the FDA stuff, and that's why I'm just like, nah. But like I said, to each their own. Let me know what you think in the comments. I'll happily read them. Maybe someone will be able to convince me better than my friend can do. And also It's kind of weird plug right here. But don't forget to comment. I mean, whoops, I just said that. Don't forget to subscribe. You don't even have to leave a like if you don't want to. Hey, it's cool. It makes me feel good if I see a bunch of likes, but feel free to subscribe. I look at my analytics a lot throughout the day, probably hourly. And I'm seeing that a quarter of the people who actually watch my videos aren't subscribed. Now, I don't know if that quarter is people that are regularly checking in, or if it's just like them random oddballs that just happen to find my video through a search on YouTube and, you know, they give it a look. But if you're a regular, just slap that subscribe button. Come on, man. What's it gonna hurt? And where am I at? I'm at 12 subscribers. Help me get boosted. Come on, man. Or at least help me out in another way. If you don't want to subscribe to me, maybe tell your friends about me. Then they can come check me out. Maybe one of them will think I'm funny or interesting enough, or I don't know, something. Maybe they'll just like my intro or outro and be like, oh, I just come to listen to this guy's stupid intro. Oh, hi. That intro, or the I said see ya outro. Even just that. Come on, man, help me out. Alright, that's it. That's enough of a plug. So I guess until next time, even though I just said this, I said see ya.